Welcome to another episode of Poker Time. We're playing 5, 10, and mostly 20 because there's a straddle on the button right now, and a lot of times there is.
We just got finished playing the stand-up game.
Yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's awesome. Watch last episode. You can see the whole thing. It's pretty great. Danny's going to raise up the 6-4 off.
I'm pretty sure 6-4 is a Danny favorite. We've seen in the past he always plays 6-4. Always aggressively.
Whoa, Damien goes all in
Whoa.
with King 10 for
Perfect
60
timing.
blinds.
It worked out really well.
And gets
wait, he
called
got
by
called.
Danny.
Oh, my God.
Danny's got the gamble.
And
oh,
2 sixes on the
no.
flop.
Backdoor clubs? Nope.
It's all over.
Gee whiz.
It's more than a favorite for Danny. He will call an all-in with it.
Yeah, he is
A big all-in.
happy to gamble. Yeah, he made it 80. It was
600.
it was 515 more. And called it instantly. You got to like that if you're Damien. Even though it did not work out, you have to love getting called by 6 high there, though. Like, that's amazing.
It's not out that far.
That's Danny.
It's not out that far.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell by the flop cam.
The dynamic.
Yep.
When it goes down, it'll
Once
tiny
again.
bit crooked, but not a noticeable amount. We might not get an Emmy.
He's like, I guess I'll drink a beer now.
Earned it.
Don't bluff that guy too much.
No, not if you want to
Not
fold.
pre-flop. Don't do a pre-flop.
We might get like a Tony Award. Is that such a thing? Is that a thing?
Never been nominated for any of those things of any kind. It's like Sydney has got a plan to punish Danny with 3 bets, which would make sense.
Unless Danny just 4-bets you mercilessly, and then that's not going to work out with
No.
ace jack off.
Still, this makes a lot of sense, the 3-bet. Joseph is...
No.
Oh, he's
Stuart's
already
thinking.
folded. Oh, okay.
Stuart's thinking.
I thought Joseph was thinking.
He's got ace king. It makes sense.
I fully expect to see a 4-bet incoming here.
What do you think? 350?
He might be the longest running.
Probably a little more. He's out of position.
400.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going to start making shirts.
He announces some amount. It looks like it's 400. Oh, 465 goes really big.
And that'll just get rid of everybody.
Yep. Yeah, Sydney, that was part of Sydney's normal 3-betting range there, but sort of picked up a good enough hand that and now Stuart's going to straddle the button with that money, of other people's money. It's a good play. Everyone likes that. K6 is going to start in the small blind. Here's the flop. K6 flops best. Start with a pair. Nobody improves. I guess that's not fair to say. K6 picks up the gutter as well. But he was already ahead. He's going to get a little value here. The gutter comes in for K6. He didn't need it, but it's got to feel good. And he checks. I can't imagine Stuart's going to put money in here. Why would Stuart feel like he needs to put money in with a 10? He's beating a 9. He's beating a 6. He's beating an 8. I just expect Stuart to check this back, but he's thinking about it.
Maybe considering a bluff.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking but it checked around on the flop, but it looks like he is going to go for the bluff here. Let's see how much he bets. 110 into 150.
Not going to work.
Maybe trying to fold out a better 10? Or I don't know if he's going for value or bluffing there. Is he trying to get called by a 9 that doesn't believe? Feels like trying to fold out a better
It seems
hand.
like a bluff.
Yeah. Really thin, either way.
Stuart looks a little sad.
Didn't work that time.
Just a little sad.
Is that a velour short that he's wearing? Shirt, excuse me?
Yes, it's velour.
It's velour.
You might have noticed earlier in this session we were having the Poker Time crawler on the bottom.
Yeah.
And we were mentioning that maybe Stuart could crawl along the bottom instead, a little tiny virtual
right.
Stuart.
That's right.
We removed the Poker Time crawler just to make room for the virtual Stuart. So
Yeah.
it's coming soon.
It's coming.
We have the tech people
Tilda's
working
working on it.
Yeah.
So it may be a while, but it's coming. So K6 limps the button with 10-9 suited. Does not flop best. Danny takes that Jack 4 and turns it into a
Jack
beauteous
gold.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Tiny bet, tiny call. A lot of bad cards in the river. That one, 7-8 comes in, but that's it.
Danny bets again. Pure value.
Yeah, it's interesting to do this with a bad jack. But I guess he thinks K6 can call here with a 9 or a 6. I guess we're going to find out if it's true. He's considering it. Danny is aware of his rep, though, also, of just being spewy as all get out. Danny
You
shows
show a jack? That makes it an easy fold.
Why would you show the jack?
I
I guess, he's trying to get a better hand to fold then, right?
Maybe.
That's the only reason to show the jack. Oh, I think he didn't look. He just turned one over.
Yeah. That could be it.
That's classic Danny. He don't care.
He does not care. He's having fun.
Yep. He shows the jack at K6 like, well, it's easy now. It does look really strong when you show the jack, actually, right?
Yeah.
That looks like it's your worst card, but yeah, I think Danny just randomly turned over a card there. Yet another strat on the button. And Sydney's got the Big Slicker, I think is what it's called, right?
I was always under the impression back in the day that Big Slick only referred to Ace King suited, but is that?
Oh, no.
That's not how people feel.
Not at all.
About that.
Not at all.
It's not so slick though when it's not suited. It's like a little clunky.
That is that's not fair to say.
How dare I?
All right, so Sydney checked the Ace King when we're three ways. Makes sense. Kevin's just going to take a shot. Ooh, it looks like he bets
It's a big shot.
pretty big. I don't see how anyone can continue here. So
80% of the pot.
Sydney does have the ace of diamonds in his hand.
Did he
just-
raise?
yeah, I think he did. Yep.
Well, having the ace of diamonds
Wow.
could be good in the future there, but it's actually kind of bad on the flop. You block his most likely semi-bluffs.
He's blocking the good queens, though, with ace queen and with an
Yeah,
ace and a king in his hand.
that's
And that's
true.
got to be part of what's going on.
That's true.
And having the diamond means that when called, he can bomb diamonds that come on the
Yeah.
turn, right? It's got to be a combination of that stuff. Interesting play.
But Kevin has a stack that you're not going to really fold out anything on the turn anyway if he calls the flop.
Yeah.
He's going with it or he's not.
I bet Kevin regrets betting so much now.
Or maybe he didn't want that much money.
Oh, fair point.
It's like I want to live the pauper life for a while.
It's pronounced pauper.
The pauper
The
life.
pauper life.
Pauper.
That's Frenchman.
Yeah.
Danny's going to raise it up. And the insta-call. Well, there's some flops that are going to hit everybody. But
Not that
we're
one.
never going to know what they are.
That hit nobody.
That was unusual.
That hit the crap out of K6 actually.
Yeah, it did. Danny bets 100.
125.
Yep.
K6 could really raise there with just 9 high.
Yes. But he gets there. That's pretty good, too. Oh, he's going to lead. Danny cannot fold fast enough.
Little unfortunate that Danny didn't have anything there, but also
That lead is pretty strong.
yeah.
But I don't know what Danny does with, like, a good hand there. Like, if he has
Right.
two kings that don't have a club in it, is he calling the lead? I'm not sure.
He might just fold.
Yes, that's true. Then I don't like the lead, But I don't know what he's doing. So.
We just saw Sydney is crushing the game for 3.5K.
Well, if you remember, he got it all in with ace king against Danny's
Yeah.
kings in a 5.2K pot.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
And got there.
That was very helpful to
that was the deal.
his experience.
K6 now limping with ace queen suited. This is interesting.
Kevin raising queen 9. Danny and Kevin are not going to
Oh.
make straight flushes.
This is a great spot for K6 here. Look at all these callers.
Sydney calls too.
Oh, K6 should jam the hell out of this.
He's just calling.
Oh no, because Kevin is so short. You can make a big raise and be heads up against Kevin.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Feels like a huge mistake.
And look at the hearts for Kevin and Danny. This could be
Yeah.
trouble for Danny. Kevin moves in and Danny calls.
Danny gets the calls. It's not a very big
Yep.
shove.
Danny
Everyone else is
with
gonna have to
only
fold.
well, let's see how much equity he has. 21%. Not great.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Let's see if K6 would have held. K6 would have won the pot, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Instead, queen high takes it down, and Kevin gets way more than a double up.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It's been the cursed seat.
Maybe no longer.
Perhaps the ghosts have left. I hope not, though.
You hope
You ever see that Casper the Friendly Ghost movie with the ghost that was nice?
Is that the one with the ghost that's cool?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool ghost.
yeah. The
Does
ghost.
he rap? Does
He
the
probably
ghost rap?
raps. He's got a sideways baseball
yeah,
hat.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that.
Well, you should if you want to live your best life. Just some unsolicited advice, but it's really good advice.
Okay. Kevin's going to raise it up from under the gun here.
Well, Danny actually has something, and that just is disaster for everybody.
Well, the 3-bet comes in right away, though, and it should be easy to fold a lot of hands behind when he 3-bets the under the gun guy. Even Danny isn't going to do that all the time with weak stuff.
Well, Stewart has the type of hand that Stewart-type players like to
Yes.
4-bet here.
If Kevin wasn't under the gun, this is probably Stewart's probably going to raise more of the time here.
It looks stronger because Kevin is under the gun.
That's a fair point. That is a really fair point. And Kevin may just have wider ranges here. Stewart looks like he's going to go for it. Okay. 480.
It's not going to
really
work,
big.
Stewart. It's not going to work. Oh, Kevin has ace-10, so he's not doing anything.
So it's back to Danny. Let's see how Danny decides to play this.
You could go either way here.
Yep.
With basically getting it in or calling.
Looks like Danny's just going to shove it right now and make it easy on himself. Stewart gets to see. His timing was off that time. Just $480. Don't worry about it, Stewart.
How dare they give me the combo that the internet says I have to 4-bet?
That's right. Well, sometimes the 4-bets work, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Well, in some ways, maybe Stewart's lucky he didn't have ace-king there. He might have 4-bet and then called it off against Danny. I assume he was calling.
And then maybe he would have had a Sydney experience and beaten Danny.
Sure, but 70% of the time he loses.
30% of the time he wins, so what are we doing?
So, like, it's sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah. Danny has 6-4 again. I wonder what's going to happen. Yep.
Yeah.
He's 6-4 is the Danny hand.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
He's into 6-4.
A lot of pretty good hands here. At least two of them. Kevin's coming along with the 10-6 off. He is getting a fabulous price, I must say.
Yeah.
Oh, it says he folded, but he put the chips in, didn't he?
You think he did put the chips in?
Yeah, he's back. And Stewart has the best hand.
Danny's going to shut it down.
Stewart's probably going to bet to protect his hand right here, I would
Yeah, there's a
assume.
lot of overcards that can come on the turn.
Seems
Turns out he only needs to worry about a 10 or a 6 or a queen. Or not a 6.
6
10,
is probably
10,
not
10
an
or
issue.
a queen.
Yeah.
10 or a queen.
I like the sizing from Stewart. There's 325 in there. He bets 130. And ain't no one going to be able to call that. Stewart gets just to win a nice pot. Benefit of being on the button. Obviously having
With your
the eights helps him.
velour shirt.
Like if he's in the small blind, I don't know if that he leads very often there and everyone gets to see a free card. Might just find a way to lose that hand.
You might.
Okay, no straddle this time.
Boring.
Don't listen to him.
Danny has top pair.
Yep.
We don't know what Kevin has.
Well, we do know.
We
Kevin
don't know what
has.
Sydney has. I'm just reading the wrong names. It's fine.
Oh, it's totally normal. Do you smell burnt toast?
Nope, not
Is
right
half
now.
your body not working?
Well, that's been going on for a while now.
So it's not a stroke then, if it's
Yeah,
been that way
yeah.
for a while, or it's maybe it's a stroke. Anyway, Sydney got Danny a lot of trouble here. See how much value Sydney can get out of this hand.
It's not the best card on the turn for ace queen. It's okay.
Do pick up a nut draw, but he checks it back, understandably. Let's see if Danny bets for value. Yep.
Sydney probably can't raise. Really tough to raise, but you really
50
want
into
to.
155.
Don't let him get away with it, Sydney.
You have to get called.
You get called.
Yep.
He does go for it. He
I love
4X's it.
Good job. Good job. Now Danny's like, well, is he raising because of my size or is he raising because of his hand? What hands check back the turn and raise the river?
Ace queen also blocks queen jack, which is nice.
Yep. That's true. Sydney's like, whatever you do, don't raise me, buddy. I guess I'm just going to fold if you raise me. I'm in Sydney's head now. So he's just
He
going to.
gets the call. Nice work, Sydney.
And he's like, yep. Danny's probably the right guy to do that against, and he likes to call, as we know.
Yeah.
Some players, you may not be able to get that value, but it's possible with Danny. Nice job. Real nice job.
Okay. You can slow down now.
You didn't like that?
I think you said nice job already. You need to chill.
And then I said real nice job.
Yeah.
It's different. I didn't say nice job twice.
We technically did.
Yeah, I did. You can't see it, but there's a straddle on the button. There's quite glare quite glare.
There's quite glare. Is that a
Yes.
type of glare?
It's a certain type of glare, and it's quite. Anyway, here's Stuart with Jack 10. Kevin defended the 10-6, but will not defend the unknown. Unknown. And we're back.
Oh boy, I had a great break. How about you?
Yeah.
Took
Yeah,
a
good time.
shower. Went to the farmer's market. They have nice broccoli right now.
Yeah, it's a great time for broccoli.
Yeah.
But I hate broccoli, so I wouldn't eat it.
Well, they got
But
pretty good
I buy
asparagus.
it.
Pretty good asparagus too.
Yeah,
You like asparagus?
I like broccoli more than asparagus.
So you don't like asparagus?
No, asparagus is okay.
This is very confusing. I don't know how to shop at the farmer's market with you.
Thank God that'll never happen. You're going to ruin my whole culinary experience.
Never gonna ruin anybody's culinary experience.
So Kevin is limping the king 9 off in the cutoff
All right.
after we have the...
Look at this flop for K6.
Wow. He did it again. Top pair and the flush draw in clubs. Twice in a row.
Kevin's gonna call with the gut shot in the backdoor king high flush draw.
Yep. That is a miss.
He does pick up the straight draw that is already there.
Yeah, the 10 is the same. Yeah. Doesn't change anything. It's a miss for everyone. K6 could go for value. Looks like it's going to go check. Kevin just doesn't try.
Kevin looks very studious despite losing that pot. The way he wears those glasses, I'm like, that guy works at like some sort of lab, and he's the boss at some lab, and he's making big decisions in the back.
Those glasses, yeah.
He knows
just the way he wears the glasses. That's the whole
that's
thing.
all it
there,
is.
Yeah.
It's like he knows stuff that you don't know.
He knows to play 66% of his hands,
Yeah.
which is something I don't know. So fair
Yeah.
enough. K6 limping yet again. This time the 9-4 suited into Danny's kings. Danny's had kings 3 times now.
Always with the kings. He's very much negative on the kings so far, as far as his profit.
Well, just because that one big pop.
Well,
but
yeah.
He won 500 against Stuart.
Great.
Let's, get some of it back. Well-
Sydney's got a flush draw.
Yeah. A low diamond could be damaging to Dammy.
Damn me.
Damaging to damn me. Actually, that's a good nickname for Danny also. Just damage.
Damage Danny.
No, just damage. We don't need alliteration here. So Sydney's going to raise it up right now, and here we go.
Obviously, unblocking diamonds, you have to not fold against a player like Sydney if you're
Of
Danny.
course. 7-8 also in play here. Hands like 7-8 gut shots. There's no way you can fold yet.
Sydney repping mostly pocket 5s and pocket 6s here, maybe 5-6 suited.
Yep. Danny is clearly not folding. Well, I shouldn't say that, but he's counting out what looks like a call.
Would not expect to fold on any. Like if Danny's winning the pot, he's probably not going to fold, and if he's losing the pot, he might fold. That's my guess for the future.
We'll see. I mean, an ace could come. That could do it.
7-8 got there. That's still, I guess,
good
a
for
little
Sydney.
A little bit bad for Danny there.
1.1 in the pot, 2.1 effective. I think a bet of about 700-800 is reasonable here.
It's gut check time for Sydney.
And then it'll be, assuming here's the bet, and now it's going to be gut check time for Danny. How much is he going to bet? Let's see. Is that 750? Yep.
Tough spot for Danny. Nervous spot for Sydney, I'm sure, with a player like Danny who really doesn't like to fold.
7-8 comes in, and Danny is not folding, and I wonder if Sydney feels he can. Now Sydney may not try again.
He set it up to have about a half pot on the river here.
That's not great.
It can be effective, but
I mean, if a scare card comes, maybe. Otherwise, I don't know. That
an
is an
ace.
interesting card.
Would Sydney shove the nut flush draw that just turned into a pair of aces, though?
I do not believe he would. He gives
gives
up
up.
because he wouldn't do that, and Danny gets to hold on. Yeah. Danny's like, whoo! That quick check means you almost always win if you're Danny.
Yeah.
Although I guess the nut flush draw, that's what you lose to, right?
Yep.
Which is definitely there a lot.
It is.
Now that I think about it.
It's a big pot for Danny.
That is a big pot. Get some of it back from when Sydney spiked the ace on the turn against Danny's kings the other time. So actually, now with kings, he's almost even. I would say he's not there, but he's almost even. He's still a loser, but not by much. I mean, in the game, not in life. I wouldn't speak to that one way or the other.
How
That's
dare you?
Too mean.
How dare you even begin?
It's too mean.
Kevin's gonna limp Jack 7 off under the gun. So all right.
Yep, it's happening.
He might
Just-
look studious, but he's not studying too much pre-flop chart poker.
Well, he's not playing according to the charts. He may
Yeah.
be studying it.
Okay, maybe he's doing opposite.
He's got a pair and a straight draw. Stewie Younger does have the best hand and not folding it for that price. K6 calls with the ace-5 off. I admit that's surprising to me.
Yep. That is. There's some surprising things going on in this hand.
Yep. Will Kevin fire a second time? He does go double gutted and doesn't. That would have been the time to do it, but
picks
he
up
gets there
trips.
anyway.
That's the best way to get there, although the clubs came in, which is not great.
I don't think there's any more money to be had for Kevin.
No,
Unless
I don't.
someone decides to bluff it. I guess K6 could try and bluff it right here. He did call the flop. I'm not sure why we're calling the flop if we're not going to
He
take a
looks
shot.
like he's going to bluff.
I mean, he has reasonable sevens here. He's the guy who has like a lot of sevens. Turns
And
out,
he has clubs, too.
yep. Doesn't look like it's a big bet, though.
There's no chance it's going to work.
16 to 105, no chance at all. He could have a worse 7 and be betting. Your kicker could be good. He was in the big blind. And, yeah. That feels like a sizing mistake.
Yep.
Although I don't know that Kevin was folding for any size.
Feels a bit like a line mistake. Like K6 can take that line as a bluff out of the big blind sometimes, but I don't know why he picked that hand.
Right. Like, don't you want to at least have the ace of clubs in your hand?
Yeah.
So the ace of spades or whatever it was. So you can block that. Well, K6 got rid of this one. No, wait, we know Kevin's not folding kind of anything.
Right.
Turns out he's raising with a reasonable hand, but he limped under the gun with Jack 7, so.
And he's dominated.
But he's got the initiative, and that's what he's got.
He's got a backdoor flush draw. What are you talking about?
Let's see how he sizes this. Looks like it's 80 again.
Stewart might fold with no backdoors.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ace Jack high does rate to be good some of the time, but you want to have a club in there.
In 2010, all the good players were calling
Yep.
there with no backdoors, and now all the good players know you have to have at least a backdoor.
Yeah, because they want to be able to make an aggressive action on the turn with
Yeah.
equity. So that way they can pick up a club.
Right.
And continue. That's right. So Stewart just lets it go. Little does he know. He
Get
was
him
totally
crushed.
bluffed, bro.
It's going to haunt Stewart for years once he sees this.
Years is a long time, but I hope it haunts him for a while.
Okay, months?
Months is good.
Can we get months?
At least 2 months.
Kevin limping the ace-king,
Oh, interesting.
trying to get Danny to do
worked.
exactly that.
Kevin, only with 820, I expect we're going to see a big re-raise. Oh, definitely. Now it's just time to
I
shove.
really
right?
hope he does a big re-raise.
What does Joseph have here? Ace Jack. Might get called by Joseph even.
I don't think so. I'm going with he's not going to get called.
Wait. Oh, he just shoved. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone insta-folded. You're right. The limp re-raise is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Ace Jack, not a great hand to call with. We block aces.
That's nice.
Also, he's a little deeper than I was really thinking. He had like 800, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, though, to just be able to pick up that like 170 in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Got some green chips now.
Yep. Pocket Nueves. K6 back on the train.
Choo-choo. Kevin never left the train.
Somehow, already 2 callers and 9s are the highest card out there.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Kevin's call is reasonable.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
K6 flops a pair. It's no good. Kevin flops the backdoor straight flush draw, so that's definitely nothing you can ever fold. Well, Stewart checks, so Kevin... I like Kevin betting here.
Yep. Let's see what Stewart does.
Can't fold.
Yeah. K6 you assume is betting a better. Well, K6 going to stick around. I guess he has middle pair. Can't love that if you're Stuart, though.
No, you can't. And
Well,
definitely can't love that.
Open ender for Kevin now.
K6 with the 6 high flush
Stuart
draw.
has to get rid of it right away. And
Look, I think K6 will probably bail. He does, and Kevin
Yeah.
gets to win with the nut low.
how about that? Kevin likes to bomb away. I guess, straddling the button is a really good idea for Kevin because he gets to see a lot of flops in position, and every time they check, he's going to take shots, and it's working.
Yeah.
At least some of the time. Hey, look at that VPIP. It's up to 69% for Kevin.
He's, there's another Kevin historically in Poker Time who could have beat that VPIP.
I think he did beat that VPIP.
Yeah, let's see if this Kevin can catch up.
It's tough to do.
It's tough to beat the other Kevin at VPIP.
Yep.
Or rocks. He's good at selling rocks. It's his other job. The other Kevin.
I believe they're called crystals, but sure.
I think he said rocks. Crystals are a subset of rocks. He sells rocks of all varieties.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure.
First of all, they're minerals. Okay.
You know what? We're not doing a Breaking Bad thing right now.
We clearly are.
Okay, fine. You think that's why Kevin sells rocks? Not this Kevin, of course, the other Kevin, because he saw that episode of Breaking Bad about the minerals.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Glad we cleared that up.
Me too. K6. Is this a raise? K6 has limped everything.
He's got a pair.
Comes in for a raise. Kevin's got the Hobgoblin, and Sydney
Yep.
with 7-6.
Wizard. K6 makes a set.
And Kevin does have a gut shot. Probably will not fold for one bet. There's the call. A queen would be devastation. That's not a queen. Probably just supposed to continue betting here. Oh, Kevin loves to bet when checked to.
This would
And
be
this
a
is a hand to do it with.
This would be a great spot for a check raise.
Yep.
Looks like a big bet, right? Or
Is that 125?
how many of those are green? 275.
It is a big bet. Kevin with 1K back.
I think you can raise to 575 to all in. Anywhere in that range is fine.
You could also decide if you think Kevin's just going to keep betting. You could decide just to call and give him a shot.
Looks like a raise.
That's the raise. You look at Kevin's head pop up to that. Like, whoa. How much did he make it? It wasn't enough.
He
He made it
raised.
500, but it's got to be 550. Okay, so Kevin's getting 275. There's 1.1 in the pot, and if he calls this, he'll have
He's got basically 10%.
725 left.
He's got basically 10% equity.
Yeah, it's not enough. You figure you're only drawing to the queen here. It's not enough. The pot's just not laying you the right odds.
I guess somebody must have folded a queen because the software said 6% equity.
Oh, yeah.
That's certainly not high enough for 4 outs.
Perhaps the software did the calculation incorrectly, bro.
Perhaps.
It's just a supposition. Not a suppository, Grant. Let's get your head out of the gutter. A supposition. It's different.
Why are you like this?
I don't know. It's just how I was born.
And the world suffers.
That's mean.
Yep.
Real mean.
Yeah. 6 deuce is not 6-4. So Daniel fold it.
So it's going to raise it up with king deuce suited. And here come the calling boys. Calling boy number 1. Oh, there's only one other player. I thought we had a straddle too, but of course we don't because he made it 40. Stuart, did he blind bet?
Yeah, I believe Stuart did bet blind.
And that's an immediate raise, and that's going to do it.
Well, Stuart bet blind, and he has a backdoor flush draw, so he
Well-
might think K6 was going to raise him no matter what when he bet blind.
They are deep as hell.
And their heads up.
Out of position isn't great, but they are deep as hell. And he's like, I can spike a king. I can spike this. I can spike that. Well, that's a weird card.
K6 has it locked up.
Does he bet 100 or is that 25? It's 100. Probably.
King high could be good when Stuart bet blind on the flop. K6 could just be taking a shot.
And then he's taking another shot now that you called his raise.
It's possible.
Well, Stuart seems like he agrees with you here, but he is drawing deader than Abraham Lincoln.
Whoa there.
There's a miss. So Stuart doesn't have to put any more money in. And he quickly folds.
And it's quickly the end of the episode.
Whoa. I
So
was not
sad.
prepared.
So sad.
I'm not ready for that, but we'll see you next week on Poker Time anyway.
Yeah, I guess we'll still be here. Same room.
Everything's the same.
We never get to leave.
Bye.